All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Giants. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 3rd play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Jones on first down. And that's complete to Cooks. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing Jones. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Hey, Delta. Mike 96. Here we go. Mike 96. Mike. Rock it. Check 52. Kill.
From the gun, Jones. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown from 6 yards away, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Aldrick Rosas on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. From the 31, Jackson and Stills bringing it in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 44-yard line. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They run on first down as they get about 3, 2nd and 7 forthcoming. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that one.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check, 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 check.
This time Jackson will throw it. And this is caught. It's Parker. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
They run it with Jacobs. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's got his tight end, Jake Butt. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Dobbs, and he'll find Hall. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
On 3rd down, Richard. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line.
Mike's by 4. Come on now. Kill.
Throwing here, Dobbs. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Taco Charlton. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Check hot route. Hot.
Now Dobbs. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Oh, you get on the head. Dog. Jim. Check. Lucky. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs.
Check 26. He's checking.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Monday. Alert. Go. Check 24. Pilot, 64.
They started on the ground with Eckler. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, high 7. Blue draw quarter.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. going on the ground with Eckler. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it, but listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I'll go ahead and punt the football myself.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Mike 54. Mike 54. Set the tone, defense, let's go. 49, check 49.
Second and 5 now. Dobbs. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Right there. 54, right there, right there. 54, Mike. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike.
From the gun on third down. Dobbs. The pass complete. It's Bird.
Let's go.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Dobbs now 3 out of 5 since taking over as he's given his guys a first down.
Mike's 5-4.
Out of the gun, Dobbs. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
To throw again on second down. Dobbs flushed out right. Throw caught here by Bird. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, first and 10.
Hey, 96 is coming. We got Mike 96. You ain't got.
Operating from the gun. Dobbs trying to lay one up deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. As the first half is winding down, and the Giants have taken the lead. PAT up and good by Rosas, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now Rosen, escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Safety's creeping. Check 37. Check 37. Check.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra hut, that extra emphasis on it, got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
Record. Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm coming after you.
Dobbs now on second down. And he's going to go down again.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Slam. Kill. Move.
Here's Dobbs to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Looking to throw on second down. Rosen. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
He goes full extension, and he's got it. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. O'Shane Ximines. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for second and 23. And now it's Rosen looking, going for it all. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jakeem Grant, 26 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This is fielded at the goal line. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. And they've got it 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they're able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Slam. Check 13.
Running for the first time with a fullback, C.J. Ham. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Double up. He's coming, double up.
Dobbs looking to throw on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Check 31.
Now Dobbs. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he can get a good head of steam going.
To throw on 3rd down. Dobbs going to throw deep for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So on 4th down, on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrick Rosas. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they take a 17-14 lead. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Middle.
Once more, here's Eckler. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen, rolling to his right. And he finds Seals-Jones complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 39.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Austin Ekeler ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, get in the way. Check safety. He's coming up. We got time to go.
Back to throw Dobbs. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Charles Harris in there to drop him, and that is the 7th time tonight that he has gone down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the pass. Here we go. Alert 3.
From the gun, Dobbs, and the pressure gets to him again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On now, Kaiser, the punter, sending it away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Running on first down, Ekeler. Oh, he's got a little daylight. The 20. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Austin Ekeler, 46 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Switch. Check 3.
Here's Rosen. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Damiere Byrd, 76 yards, as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Eckler. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll run here with Eckler. There he goes again. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Austin Eckler, 31 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. On 1st down, Dobbs to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Eric Rowe. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land.
Pressure comes, and down goes Rosen.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
It's a foot race. He's at the 40. And he will finally be taken down at the Giants' 33. And that run has to be so deflating for the defense. They needed the stop. That might put the icing on the cake.
Perfect word for it, because when an offense grinds a defense down and kind of takes their heart from them, and you see them start to sag, no better feeling for the team running the football.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the fourth quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme. I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation